Are you looking for a crash course on Agile? In this video, we're diving into Agile Fundamentals. Whether you're new to Agile, studying for a certification like PMP, or just trying to sharpen your understanding, this video is designed to help you grasp the essentials of Agile. We'll walk through the core values and principles of Agile, the mindset behind Agile teams, the key roles, popular frameworks, essential artifacts, tools, metrics, and how estimating and planning work in an Agile environment. We have a lot to cover. Let's get started. Agile starts with the Agile Manifesto, which lays out the philosophy behind all Agile practices. It includes 4 key values and 12 guiding principles that shape the behavior and decisions of Agile teams. Let's begin with the 4 values. First, individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Agile places people at the center because it's collaboration, not systems, that drives delivery. Second, working software over comprehensive documentation. Documentation still matters, but Agile favors getting functional products into users' hands early. Third, customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Instead of locking down scope in rigid contracts, Agile invites continuous engagement with customers. And fourth, responding to change over following a plan. Plans provide direction, but Agile teams accept that new insights often lead to better outcomes. Now let's walk through the 12 Agile principles that bring these values to life. 1. Deliver working software early and continuously. Agile teams don't wait for perfection. They aim for steady delivery of value. 2. Welcome changing requirements, even late in development. Change is embraced as a way to improve the product, not derail it. 3. Deliver working software frequently. Short delivery cycles like 2-week sprints create quick feedback loops. 4. Business people and developers must work together daily. Regular interaction keeps everyone aligned and responsive. 5. Build projects around motivated individuals. When people are trusted and supported, they thrive and own their results. 6. Communicate face-to-face whenever possible. Whether in person or virtually, direct communication reduces confusion and speeds up decisions. 7. Working software is the primary measure of progress. It's not about task completion, it's about what the user can actually use. 8. Promote sustainable development. Agile teams avoid burnout by maintaining a consistent, manageable pace. 9. Pay continuous attention to technical excellence and good design. Clean, scalable systems enable long-term agility. 10. Simplicity is essential. Doing only what's necessary avoids waste and keeps things focused. 11. Self-organizing teams produce the best results. Empowered teams are more innovative and committed. 12. Reflect regularly and adjust. Agile teams hold retrospectives to continuously improve how they work. Now that we've talked about values and principles, let's shift to something equally important, the Agile Mindset. This mindset is what turns process into progress. Without it, you can have all the right ceremonies and tools and still not be truly Agile. At its core, the Agile Mindset is about being flexible, collaborative, and focused on value. Agile teams see change as a benefit, not a burden. When priorities shift, they adjust and realign quickly rather than resisting. They focus on delivering value, not just completing tasks. Everything done by the team should link back to solving a problem or helping the user. They also operate on trust and empowerment. Agile teams are self-organizing and accountable. Leaders step back and act as servant leaders, removing blockers rather than issuing commands. Agile encourages collaboration over control. Teams solve problems together across roles and they welcome different perspectives. And finally, Agile teams value learning over certainty. Instead of trying to get everything right up front, they experiment, gather feedback, and refine their approach continuously. Agile defines roles based not on hierarchy but on responsibility and collaboration. There are 3 core roles that appear across most Agile teams. Let's start with the product owner. This person is the voice of the customer. They define and prioritize the product backlog, making sure the team works on the most valuable features first. They engage regularly with stakeholders and make trade-off decisions when priorities conflict. Next, Scrum Master is a servant leadership role. The Scrum Master supports the team by facilitating ceremonies, removing obstacles, and helping them improve over time. And then there's the development team. This is a cross-functional group including developers, testers, designers, analysts, and anyone needed to build the product. They're self-managing and fully accountable for delivery. In larger environments, you might see supporting roles like Agile coaches, UX designers, or release train engineers, but even in those cases, the emphasis is on empowering teams, not managing them. Agile Frameworks give structure to Agile values and principles. Each framework supports a different way of organizing work and collaboration. Let's start with Scrum, which is probably the most widely used Agile framework. Scrum organizes work into sprints, which are short, fixed-length iterations. It includes structured ceremonies like sprint planning, daily stand-ups, reviews, and retrospectives. Scrum teams aim to deliver a potentially shippable product increment at the end of each sprint. Then there's Kanban, which is more flexible. Work is visualized on a Kanban board, and teams set limits on how many items can be in progress at once. There are no prescribed roles or iterations. Instead, Kanban focuses on optimizing flow and cycle time. Extreme programming, or XP, is all about technical excellence. It includes practices like pair programming, test-driven development, and continuous integration. It's especially effective when quality and responsiveness are critical. If you're scaling Agile across multiple teams or departments, you'll likely look at SAFe or the Scaled Agile Framework. It introduces additional planning layers and roles, like release train engineers, to coordinate teams and align them to enterprise goals. Scrum of Scrums is a lightweight approach to scaling Scrum. Representatives from multiple Scrum teams meet regularly to discuss cross-team dependencies and obstacles. And less or large-scale Scrum maintains the Scrum structure but spreads it across multiple teams with a shared product owner and backlog. Next, let's talk about Agile Artifacts. First, the product backlog. This is the master list of everything the product might include. It's owned and prioritized by the product owner and evolves constantly as the team and stakeholders learn more. The sprint backlog is a subset of the product backlog. It includes the items the team commits to completing during the current sprint. It's managed collaboratively and updated throughout the sprint. Then there's the increment, the sum of all completed work that meets the team's definition of done. It's the real output, the usable product that can potentially be released to users. Definition of done is a shared agreement of what done means. It might include code reviews, testing, documentation, and other quality standards. It brings consistency and clarity. And finally, user stories and acceptance criteria. User stories describe work from the user's perspective, like, as a user, I want to reset my password so I can regain access to my account. The acceptance criteria specify what conditions must be met for the story to be considered complete. Agile teams use metrics not to control performance, but to understand it, improve it, and sustain it. Velocity is the number of story points completed in a sprint. It helps teams forecast future work, but should never be used for comparison between teams. Lead time measures how long it takes from request to delivery. Cycle time tracks the time from when work starts to when it's done. For example, lead time is the time from when you put in the order to when the pizza is delivered. Cycle time is when the chef starts making the pizza till the pizza is done. Burn down charts show how much work remains in a sprint, while burn up charts show how much has been completed versus the total scope. Burn up is especially useful when the scope changes frequently. Cumulative flow diagrams visualize and track consistency in work in progress levels and can help identify bottlenecks or overloading. Agile teams estimate and plan differently from traditional teams. Instead of detailed, hour-based predictions, Agile uses relative estimation and progressive elaboration. Story points are used to compare the size and complexity of stories relative to one another. It's abstract but effective. Another technique is t-shirt sizing, where items are labeled as small, medium, large, or XL. Planning poker is a collaborative technique where team members vote on estimates, then discuss any major differences before finalizing the story points. Agile planning happens in layers. Sprint planning defines what will be delivered in the upcoming sprint. Release planning looks at the broader product roadmap and helps set expectations for stakeholders. The product roadmap outlines themes and goals over multiple releases. And with rolling wave planning, teams plan near-term work in detail and keep future work more flexible, refining it as more becomes known. The goal isn't perfect prediction, it's creating a shared understanding and enabling adaptability. So there you have it, a detailed look at the Agile fundamentals, from core values to planning strategies. Agile is more than a process, it's a way of thinking, a way of working, and a way of continuously delivering value. If this video helped you build a stronger understanding of Agile, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. And don't forget to visit pmaspirin.com for resources and study tools to help you on your project management journey. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay agile.